Welcome to another installment of the United Way's Community Impact Series, Advancing the Common Good. My name is Katie Gallagher, and I'm the Marketing Specialist at the United Way of the Lewis and Clark area. With us today, we have Karen McLean. Welcome, Karen.
Thank you.
And you're with Montana's Credit Unions.
That's correct. Yep.
All right, and so what do you do at Montana's Credit Unions?
I am the tax program manager for the credit unions, and I run tax sites across the state.
Okay.
We help clients prepare their taxes free of charge and claim important credits like the earned income credit, child tax credit, and education credits.
So Montana Credit Unions run sites across the entire state of Montana, but
Yeah.
you also have sites here in the Helena community. Can you talk a little bit about those?
Yeah, we do have sites here in Helena. We have a site at Helena Community Credit Union at the Sanders branch, and also at Trico Community Federal Credit Union. In addition to that, the credit unions do a number of clinics. We're doing one next week at Helena Industries. We're doing one at Carroll College. We did one earlier in the season at Helena Food Share. So we're really working to get out in the community and provide this important service in places where our clients are.
And who can take advantage of free tax help?
So free tax help, so it's a national program. It's called the VITA program, so Volunteer Income Tax Assistance. And it's really for preparing basic returns. So if you have a basic return and if you make under $54,000 a year, you're able to use our service.
All right, and I know that there's other services in the community that you work with and that United Way works with. Rural Dynamics does Tax Help Montana.
Absolutely.
And AARP hosts sites at the library and the senior center. And
exactly, and they're really important partners. And you can see actually all of the sites for Helena and across the state from all the partners at montanafreefile.org.
Okay.
So if you're interested in getting your taxes done, go ahead and visit the site because it'll list all the places in Montana, including Helena, to get your taxes done.
Awesome. And so how many taxes across the state of Montana does Montana Credit Unions do every year, or your volunteers? How many do they complete?
So the credit unions is part of a coalition. Mm-hmm. We're part of a coalition, and in that coalition, so far to date, we've done around 3,000 returns.
Great. That's an impressive number.
Yeah.
And so what if you want to do your taxes in your pajamas, right? Maybe you don't want to go to a preparer.
Exactly.
Are there opportunities for people to get their taxes done free of cost from their home?
There is, absolutely. So one of the things that we're most excited about is partnering with United Way on My Free Taxes. So you can prepare your own taxes free of charge, both your federal and your state, up to 2 states actually, on myfreetaxes.com.
Okay.
And you have to have under $62,000 of income in order to have that be free.
All right. And earlier you mentioned tax credits. So we know that there's federal tax credits available, state tax credits available for people that are seeking higher education. What are some of the other tax credits that are available that really benefit people in our community?
So the one that I think that I'm most passionate about and we really get excited about is the earned income tax credit. And so that's a federal tax credit, and it's available only to those people who are working. So you have to have earned income.
Okay.
And what it does is it boosts workers' wages, so moderate to low income single folks and those with families. It boosts their wages, and it really is considered the largest anti-poverty tool in the country. And so the earned income tax credit is really a powerful thing to see, and it's great when people file their taxes and are able to claim this important credit.
Yeah, and does everybody who's eligible for it know to claim it, or is
They
that
don't.
an educational
so
thing?
that's a really good point. So there's a difference, right, between being mandated to file, having to file, and having it be in your interest to file.
Okay.
So many times we see folks who don't have a filing requirement, but it's in their interest to file because they're getting back withholdings that they've had during the year, and they also might be eligible for the earned income credit and other credits. So we really encourage people, if you're not sure if you should file or if it would be in your interest, please come and see us. Please go to My Free Taxes, come to one of our sites, and we'll let you know. I mean, we're here to help. So if filing a return is in your interest, we are happy to help you.
So basically what you just said is even if you didn't work this past year, it might be in your interest to file your taxes.
It's possible. I mean, it's more likely that if you worked, it's in your interest to file, especially for the earned income credit. You have to have earned income. Okay. But for our older clients, 62 or older, there's an important credit in Montana. It's called the Montana the Elderly Homeowner Renter Credit.
Okay.
And so you have to be 62 years or older, and many of the folks who claim that don't have earned income. So maybe they're getting Social Security and retirement benefits, and they get some credit back. They're eligible to get some money back based on the rent or property taxes they paid. So really, I think the message is, if you're unsure if you need to file taxes, come and see us.
Yeah, and I'm sure the Montana Department of Revenue has plenty of information about the
They do.
elderly homeowner renter credit.
Exactly. It doesn't slip off the tongue. Yeah.
Right, and I'm sure it has some acronym that we just are
Yeah,
not.
the 2EC is the form.
Oh, okay, got
The
you.
2EC. Yeah.
All right, and so what are some barriers that people confront when they do their taxes? I know the Affordable Care Act has been a little bit confusing over the last few years for people, and so are your volunteers trained to know about these confusing things and help people through it?
We are. I think one of the things that we pride ourselves on is really trying to be calm and really go through the paperwork. So one thing is we have an intake sheet, all of the sites do, that everyone goes through to fill out to kind of get a sense of what your year looked like. And then, we go through in depth things like the Affordable Care Act because that impacts the return. So they use the 1040, the federal return, in order to kind of take stock of if you're complying with the Affordable Care Act.
Okay.
So that's how it impacts our clients.
And so let's say somebody calls you guys, sets up an appointment at Helena Community Credit Union, Trico Community Credit Union. What do they need to physically bring with them? I mean, it's volunteers that are doing the work, certified volunteers and trained volunteers, but their time is valuable too. So what do you need to bring when you get to the appointment?
We want to be respectful of everyone's time, including our clients. So so to bring to your appointment, please make sure you have a photo ID, your social security card, any income form. So that's a W-2, 1099. Your last year's taxes is always very helpful to have that. And also any forms that are specific to your site. So at our sites, we send out the intake and interview sheet that people fill out before they come in.
Yeah, definitely save some time probably once you get to your appointment. And so volunteers are really the at the core of the programs that you operate and the other free tax help programs in the community. And it's probably too late this year to get involved as a volunteer, but going forward, do you always need volunteers? Is it tricky to become a volunteer? Can you explain that process a little bit?
So first of all, I would say it's not too late.
Oh, perfect.
So I would be happy to talk to anyone about volunteering. One thing that we've done, if you're coming in kind of mid-season, is to have you come and shadow at one of our sites and maybe get your certification so you can be a greeter, and that'll really give you a sense of what the program is about. So let's say you did that this season, you thought it was fantastic, and you want to join the program. There's many options for how to become a volunteer. So there's many different training options. It can be online. We have classroom trainings. We have other types of trainings. So we really try to provide the most flexibility and types of different training so we can have so we can recruit volunteers.
That's great, and obviously you run the program, but I've been a volunteer in the past, and it's so rewarding to let people know that they're going to get a refund, and it can be hard when they're not, but when people are getting a refund, it's so rewarding to know that that's going to help them build their income stability, build their assets, and really help their family or themselves individually.
It really is. I mean, there's very few volunteer experiences where you can spend an hour of your time and help a working family get back, several $1,000s. So it's really very rewarding.
That's awesome. Well, best of luck. I know tax season is stressful and long, and there's a lot of long hours that go into making this possible for you and the staff at Montana Credit Union. So thank you for all that you do.
Absolutely, and thank you to United Way. You guys are a fantastic partner.
We love tax help, so we just know it helps people in our community.
Well, good.
Yeah.